regular programming to bring you this special sports presentation.
All right, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for 4 quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts, and don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're going to have to earn it.
Isolate yourself in. You will find there's no rhyme or reason. Then I'll find you.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Frederick High School, home of the Cadets, for some exciting special edition of the final game of the regular season in Frederick County. Here at Frederick High School on a Saturday at 2 p.m. We are just about to kick off. The Thomas Johnson Patriots here visiting the Frederick Cadets. And this is a great matchup between two 3A, 2A football teams, both of them heading into the playoffs next week, and this game has those implications, so it's exciting. The ball is teed up. Frederick will receive it for the opening kickoff on offense as TJ, there's the run-up and the kickoff left to right on your radio dial. Taken down at the 30 and out to the 34, tackled by number 38, Lucky Chapchet, the linebacker for TJ. And the Frederick offense is out on the field. This is a special game for Coach Vince Ahern back at his old school where he coached here for 17 years in Frederick. Ahern in his first year at TJ took over this program. And here come the Cadets. Spread offense, empty backfield. Handoff, pulls it in on the read option, straight ahead into the second level, and tackled after a 13-yard gain. All the way out. They spot him at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 Cadets. Quarterback looking to the sideline for the signal. Play is signaled in, they huddle up. Frederick in their black helmets. Charcoal gray jerseys, and kind of difficult to read the numbers, so I apologize, but we'll do the best we can. There's a pass, scrambles to the right, flings it out in the flat, dropped. So the first pass attempt falls incomplete. Frederick was 2nd and 10. Another challenge is the markers on the far side of the field. Instead of typically they're over here on the near side where we have the chain crew. A quick little out pass, caught, run out of bounds. Right past the marker for another 12-yard gain. Miles Robinson leading his team at quarterback here for the Cadets as they move the ball into TJ territory. Robinson brings them out. Wing right, spread formation in the gun. Hand off to the back, pulls it in, runs off tackle with it, trying to get around the edge, and a great open field tackle there by Thomas Johnson. Number 74 on the tackle, Isaiah Young for the Patriots. Loss of 2 on the play, that'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Cadets. Ball spotted right on the 43 in TJ territory. The Cadets come out. Again, widespread handoff to the lone back on the left side. Trying to get around the edge. He plants and cuts upfield for a couple of good yards. Nice run, good blocking at the point of attack. by Frederick. Give him 4 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. The ball on the 36. Trips right. They got them all bunched in tight there. Looking to the right now. He scrambles. Robinson stops, sets, plants, and throws, and it's caught up in the air on a step ladder to pull that one in inside the 10. Let's see where the mark is. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cadets. Number 8 on the catch, Elijah Owusu-Bempa. And that ball is spotted, looks like just on the 10-yard line. Nose of the ball sitting right on the stripe. Frederick taking their time in the huddle. They break out to the line of scrimmage. Straight ahead they go with the run. Give him 1 or 2 yards on the carry, depending on the mark. Good crowd here today on senior day. Got a full pistol there. Pulls around, runs the fade out to the opposite side. The ball's up in the air. There's the signal. Touchdown, Frederick Cadets. Just a simple fade to the right corner from Robinson. He pushes the ball up over the shoulder, outside shoulder of his receiver. And the Cadets draw first blood here at home in front of the crowd. They're going for the 2-point conversion now, again out of that power pistol. Hand off to the deep fullback straight ahead, and he's a big load. No, he does not get in. So that's it. The score will stand. Frederick 6, TJ nothing on the opening possession of this first quarter. We'll be right back when Frederick will kick off to TJ in just a moment.
Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
All right, we're back with you here live. The opening kickoff taken at the 10. Thomas Johnson brings it all the way out. He's going to get the mark at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Patriots for their first offensive possession of the afternoon. Starting quarterback, Randy Embry. And more they're running in this wide spread offense. Embry in the gun. Running that offense where they look to the sideline and they run off left tackle on the run, and there's nothing there. Shut down at the point of attack. Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd and 11. for the Patriots. Embry, same formation. Throws a quick little screen, bubble screen to the near side. He slips and falls down. Number 8, the receiver, Devi Ambush, plants his foot and it slipped right out from underneath him, and down he goes. Give him a yard on the forward progress, so that'll take him back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 for Thomas Johnson. Embry with 2 backs in the gun. He hands off to one of them. The ball's out! Let's see. Frederick has recovered on the fumble. The penetration got into the backfield. It disrupted the handoff. Ball knocked out. It squirted right into the hands of one of the linebackers in the A-gap, and he just gathered it in, gobbled it in, and Frederick has an opportunity right here to go up 2 scores. In the TJ 22-yard line, Frederick comes out on offense. Motion, jet sweep, handoff, big gap, pushed way offline, all the way out. Give him 7 yards on the carry, maybe 8 on the forward progress. Let's see the spot mark. Looks like they're going to give it to him at the 16. And now we've got a holding call on Frederick. So, yep, there's the yellow hanky. Official holding call on Frederick, so that one's coming back. First penalty of the game. I want to thank you for joining us. We want to congratulate all of the Frederick County teams on their victories last night. We have a special Saturday edition here at 2 p.m. Those are Linganore, Oakdale, Middletown, and Brunswick, all victorious last night in Frederick County. You can go to fredcosports.com and check out our standings, scores, and predictions for next week. Of course, we're waiting for this game and a couple others to conclude here today so the brackets can be finalized for the first round of the regionals. Frederick, handoff to the deep back, straight ahead, and slicing in through into the backfield. Number 38 for TJ disrupts that one. Lucky to I have a hard time with that last name. Let's say Chapchet. And now another penalty is going to push him back even further. They marked that one off. Spotted at the 42-yard line. So that'll make it 1st and 30. Quickly out into the spread come the Cadets. There's a quick little swing pass, and the ball goes way over the head of the running back who was drifting out into the flat. So that'll bring up 2nd down for the Cadets. Six minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Cadets lead at 6-0 here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Great day for football. Blue skies with big white puffy clouds. On the keeper off the left side, gets around the edge, got that ball out there like a loaf of bread, and he's driven out of bounds on the near side of the field. Give him about 10 yards. He got a little bit of it back, but that's still going to bring out 3rd and a country mile for the Cadets as the ball is spotted right on 25-yard line. Got to get all the way down to the 13 to move the chains, so we'll call it 3rd and 12 for Frederick. Motion around the backfield, straight drop. Robinson looking, quick little middle screen, wide open, got plenty of running room, looking for the marker. Let's see, he's close. Tackled right at the first down marker. Let's see what the call is. Going to depend on the spot on this one. Another penalty against Frederick. 3 on this drive alone as they mark it off 5 yards. And Coach Caden's exploding over there on the far sideline as his team has made some mental mistakes here early on in this drive. So that'll replay third down, but it'll move it back 22 yards. And now the official timeout on the field as the 2 referees come to confer. I'm sure they're checking the spot on this one. Talking about the spot. And now they bring the side judge in for a little conference there. Black and white striped conference there right over the ball. As I was saying, a beautiful day. TJ in their all-white uniforms, white helmets, white jersey, white pants with the red lettering. So they respot the ball now at the 22 near hash mark. Robinson, quick little out to the left side. Caught. He gets a little bit of it back, but that's going to bring up 4th and we'll call it 9 as they put the ball right on 20-yard line on the catch and run for the Cadets. Cadets shuttle in their kicking team. They're going to go for the field goal with their left-footed kicker. The spot to set the kick is blocked. Ball is out, and TJ's got it. So the field goal attempt is blocked. The DJ Patriots come up big on defense. Realistically, Frederick shot themselves in the foot on that drive with 4 penalties. So now Thomas Johnson takes over on offense as Embry gets his team set. Embry hands off to the right back off the left side. He bounces it outside. There's a flag out. And he rolls ahead for 4, but I believe we've got a holding call on that left end. Let's see what the call is. Holding against Thomas Johnson is the official call. So they mark that one back to the 15. That'll bring up 1st and 20 for the Patriots. A little bubble screen right into the hands of the defender for the pick. And he's driving, still on his feet, and dropped at the 8. So it was a little bubble screen set up here to the near side, but Embry underthrew it and put it right in the belly of the defender. And the Cadets come up with another turnover. Robinson brings him out in that power pistol. Hands off to the deep, back off the right side, follows his blockers straight ahead for a couple. Good hard-nosed running right there by the Cadets. Spot is at the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3-yard carry. Back in that power pistol. Robinson kind of bobbles the snap, and then he pitches it outside to his back, who puts it away and drives ahead to the 4-yard line. So another 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. From the 4. Third and goal, I should say, from the 4. 3:18 to go in the quarter. The Cadets threatening. And now timeout, Frederick. And we'll take that opportunity to step aside for our second break of the afternoon. Be right back.
Forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane. And you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
803.
All right, we're back. Quickly back out on the field come the Cadets. Again, a little trouble with the snap. Handoff to the right back at the right side, and he gets maybe 1 or 2. So they're marking him at the 1-yard line, so that'll bring up 1st and goal from the 1. So I believe you're... And they come out empty backfield, and Thomas Johnson doesn't like what they see, so they call timeout. So at the 2:48 mark of the first quarter, Frederick enjoying a 6-0 lead over Thomas Johnson. Frederick has the ball on a pick, and they moved it all the way down to the 1-yard line where they have 4th and 1. So big down here for both sides of this team. Frederick could go up by 2 scores. The defense would love to get a stop here, which would give them the momentum to hand it back to their offense. But it's going to be lousy field position because it's going to be down with their backs to the end zone. But they were able to block a field goal attempt earlier to keep Frederick off the board. Let's see if they can keep him off the board again here as the Cadets come out. Up under center goes Robinson. He goes on the sneak, dives through the hole. Let's see what the mark is. Touchdown, Frederick. Robinson squirted himself in between the 2 center and guard and popped into the end zone for the TD. So Frederick goes back up on the scoreboard again to take a 12-0 lead. And let's see if they go for the 2-point conversion to try to make it 14 to even it out at 2 scores. That's indeed what they're going to do. So Robinson brings them out, trips right, Single receiver split wide to the left. He's going to the right, looking, nothing there. He sees the opening and scrambles. Still on his feet, he's in. So the Cadets able to convert and even the score up at 14 here. At the 2:42 mark of the first quarter, we'll be right back for another kickoff.
Busy with plenty of commitments, that's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Beautiful open field tackle. Got the crowd oohing and on that one as they bring it out to the 15. Nice kick. The return by Thomas Johnson has the ball at the 15-yard line. Straight ahead they go. Not much there. Shut down quickly at the point of attack. TJ back out to the line of scrimmage. Straight back, got a man on the fly, wide open. Beautiful play! What a play by the safety as he went up on a step ladder, flipped the ball up in the air, and it landed right into the hands of the defender. And the second pick of the afternoon for Frederick. That man was running wide open, and he had a touchdown all the way. And the tall middle safety there drifted back on the strong safety side, jumped way up in the air, almost looked like a basketball alley-oop, and he tipped that ball up high in the air, and it came right down into the hands of the cornerback. And the cornerback ran it all the way back to the 13-yard line, where the Cadets once again are back in offense with 1:47 to go and a 14-point lead. Robinson, quick little swing pass out to the left side, trying to get around, breaks one tackle, drives ahead, puts his nose down and pushes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Cadets. Clock running here. A lot of activity in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter here at Frederick High School as the cadets come out. Pistol formation, handoff to the pistol back. Stumbles a little bit around the left side that tries to leap over the defender, but nothing there. Thomas Johnson with good flow down the line, shuts it down. He lost about a yard. Here come the Cadets. 3rd down and goal for Frederick. Again, in the spread pistol. Robinson. Oh, and the ball is hiked. Robinson didn't even call for it. Now we've got a flag, and that's going to be a false start. Robinson turned to give an instruction to one of his slot receivers, and the center hiked the ball, and no one was set, so that's going to be a false start and cost him 5 yards. So a lot of mistakes early on by these cadets. 5 penalties in the first quarter alone. So the ball goes all the way back. Let's see where the mark is. They're going to have time to get just one more play off before we switch ends of the field. Quickly out, 3rd and 18, ball on the 18-yard line. A certain goal, I should say, from the 18. And now there's an encroachment on the defense as Thomas jumps into the neutral zone. Nice hard count by Robinson, draws him off. No! Check that. They're going to call that on a false start. It looks like one of the linemen flinched on the cadets. And back another 5 they go, so that's 6 penalties. And that's the end of the first quarter. And Frederick's going to be happy to change end of the field and put that one in the history book, because that was not a pretty first quarter for the cadets, even though they lead in this game 14-0. Let's step aside for a break. We'll change end of the field and be right back after this message.
On the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin has the brands you love at a fraction of the price. You'll discover something new every time you go there. It's like stumbling over a gold mine on the Golden Mile. See what your friends are saying about Bargain Bin on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bargain Bin, the secret is out. Shopping has never been easier, more fun, and more affordable. Bargain Bin is a proud sponsor of the Timinator mid-morning weekends from
All right, we're back here live. We changed into the fields. Frederick has the ball. 3rd and goal from the 18. Miles scrambles to his right, throws it into the end zone. It's a jump ball. Let's see if he can down with it. Touchdown! As the receiver wrestled the ball away from the defender. As I said, it was a jump ball. And Frederick puts another 6 up on the board. We've got an injured player down on the field, so we're going to go to an injury timeout. We'll be right back after this. Let's hear from our injury specialist, Amber Hills Treatment Center.
Is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School Athletics on the radio.
That's right. 2 a.m. this Sunday, Daylight Saving Time ends.
We hope you're you're enjoying the game, let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
So the injured player is helped off the field. Not looking good. A left leg injury, and it's to their starting quarterback. I'm sorry, no, it's not their starting. It's their starting wide receiver, Jameer Addison, also a D-back. And there's the kick for the extra point, and he splits the uprights, and we've got a 21-0 lead on this game. And another kickoff. We'll be back.
Nestled among the mountains of northern Frederick County. It is a collaboration of people who care about your well-being, both physically and emotionally. Massage, healing arts, aromatherapy, and yoga. Catoctin Mountain Massage can transform your daily life. Stressed out, chronic pain, injury, Catoctin Mountain Massage understands you and your needs. Catoctin Mountain Massage is looking for trained therapists in the healing arts. If you care about people like we do, we would love to have you join our team. Just contact us on our website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's catoctinmtnmassage.com. And don't forget...
So there was a penalty assessed against Thomas Johnson, and it was assessed on the kickoff, which puts the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line in TJ territory. So this one pretty much is sail through the back of the end zone as Frederick prepares to kick off. They squib kick it up the middle, and TJ covers. So a little onside quick trick kick. But TJ covers, and they have great field position on their own 35. The offense trots out on the field. Looking to the sidelines. Embry trying to see his coach and read the signal, and he does. And so now he's got his team settled in the gun. Embry fakes the handoff, looks, got a man on the slant, throws it in the hands of the receiver. He pulls it down and drops it. The D-back stood right in front of the receiver, hit him in the hands. He pulled it into his body and dropped it on the ground. So, and now he's doing push-ups. He goes to the ground and does push-ups in abeyance to his coach. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. 4-receiver spread in the gun. Slot screen. Good play. Still driving, 13 yards, driven back. That'll move the chains. Just a quick little slot. It was almost a slant, not a screen really. Just a quick little 5-yard turn in. A stutter step. The ball hit him on the run, and he drove forward for first down yardage as the Patriots move the chains back out quickly. Embry with Bagwell on his hip pocket. He throws a little sidearm out, and it's immediately covered and dropped. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. That corner covered it well on the far side for the Cadets. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Thomas Johnson with the ball on the 48-yard line. Embry looks over the defense, slides that mouthpiece into his mouth. Again, that quick little slot hookup, and he catches it right shy of the first down marker. Gain of 9. That'll bring up third and manageable for Thomas Johnson as they move the ball into Cadet territory. On the 48-yard line now. Quickly back out. TJ going tempo. Hand off. Bouncing outside, reverses direction into the second level, and then met by the defending safeties who close in and tackle, but not until they move the chains. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line, waiting for the chain crew to catch up. TJ at the line, ready to go. Straight drop, rolling to his right now. Embry lets it rip. Got a man wide open at the second level, deep in the secondary, and he hits him in the stomach with a beautiful bullet pass on the rollout to his right. Once again, nice looking drive here to move the chains. First down again. Ball on the 21-yard line now. The tempo starting to work. Trying to get out in front of that defense, and there's an offsides on the hard count. The left defensive end jumped. He was coming hard, and he tried to anticipate the snap count, but it'll cost Frederick 5. That's their 7th penalty of this first half. I don't want to harp on it, but boy, you better get that figured out by the last game of the season. Here we go. TJ. A little miscommunication there, thrown to an empty spot, no one there. Looking like that was that slot screen again. A quick little, not a screen, but a quick little crossing pattern on the end where he hits him at about 5 yards. And he threw to the spot, but no one there. So miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for TJ. Embry. Hands off, the back reverses field, goes off the right side and gets a couple. All right, that's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Patriots. With 9:20 to go in the first half, Frederick with a 21-point lead, 21-0 over Thomas Johnson, but Patriots in the red zone, hoping to be able to erase that goose egg as Embry scrambles to his left and then throws the ball away. And he's hit and knocked down, no flag on the contact in the backfield. He was out of the pocket, so he becomes effectively a runner when he comes out of the pocket. And the linebacker let him know that the hard way. So 4th and 3 now for Thomas Johnson. They've decided to go for it. They go running back straight ahead. It's going to be close. Going to be close. Embry pointing like he got it, but that one's going to be up to the official in the mark that he got. So let's see. They're looking at the flags in the spot, and here comes the Frederick offense. So the defense holds a turnover on downs. Thomas Johnson unable to convert with 4th and 3, and Frederick has the ball on their own 12-yard line. Spread formation, pistol. Robinson takes the snap. It's low on the ground. He picks it up and tries to hand it off, and that is just simply a busted play because of the poor snap. Going to lose 2 on that one. The ball put on the 10-yard line now. That'll make it 2nd and 12 for the Cadets. Robinson, handoff, pulls it out of the belly, hits his receiver over on the left side, and he drives ahead for a first down yardage and out of bounds into the Frederick bench. 15-yard catch and run, moves the chains, spots the ball on the 24, 1st and 10, Frederick. So a little RPO there by Robinson as he sticks it in the belly of his back, reads the linebacker, pulls it out, and hits his wide receiver over on the far side. Gun. A little slot, quick receiver screen, moves ahead to the 26, 7-yard line. First down, Frederick. Ball spotted at 26, 1st and 10. Frederick comes out in the pistol. Robinson takes the snap, pulls it out of the belly of his back and tries to get around the left edge, and there's nothing there as he's horse-collared out of bounds. I'll give him a yard on the mark. Call it 2nd and 9. For the Cadets. Motion. Hand off to the motion is faked straight ahead on the keeper into the second level, still on his feet, bounces it outside down the sidelines and driven out of bounds all the way down to the 17-yard line. What a great run by Robinson on the keeper. Now they spot him now. He stepped out at the 28 when he tried to tippy-toe down the sidelines on the far side. He got a little bit of the sideline there, and they mark him back. But regardless, still a great run by Robinson. As he brings him out in the pistol. Handoff to his deep back straight ahead. Little jump cut, moves forward, couple yards on the carry, mark him at the 25. Gain of 3 on the play. And we'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cadets. Beautiful November 1st, first day of November, fall afternoon. Great day for football. Big crowd here. Both sides showing up. Two adjacent schools playing each other, Frederick and TJ, as Robinson takes a straight drop and lets it go deep on the fly. And there's the flag. It's going to be interference. The defensive back disrupted it, but he didn't get his head back around to look in, so his face guarding. And the PI called on the defending back. Wait. Hold everything. Let's see what the call is before we get illegal. Wait. Pass interference. Illegal receiver downfield on Frederick. Pass interference on TJ. So we're going to play that one over. No muss, no fuss. 2nd and 7 for the Cadets. Ball on the 25-yard line. Let's see what Coach Caden has dialed up for his Frederick team right here. With Robinson in the pistol. Hand off to the deep back straight ahead. Met by a defender trying to rip the ball out, nothing doing. Number 42 finishes it up with the tackle, Chris Bryant, for the Patriots. Ball still on the 25, no gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cadets. Clock down to 5:45 to go in the half. Frederick leads at 21-zip. Cadets break the huddle out to the line of scrimmage. They go twins right, twins left. That's a spread wide formation now in the gun. Looking to his right, wants to let it go. There's the fly up. Same play, and they battle all the way down into the end zone, and the Cadets win that battle as the wide receiver tracks the ball all the way and then makes the catch. Number 3, Ronte Fauntleroy with the TD to put Frederick up 4 scores now on the board. Extra point attempt coming. Snap the set, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And just that quickly, Frederick jumps out to a 28-point lead here in front of the home crowd. We'll be right back.
Center of Life Chiropractic has moved. That's right. Dr. John and his team have moved out behind his old office to the new office on 103 Park Avenue in Thurmont. You can still park in the back lot and walk across Park Avenue to his office. Center of Life Chiropractic is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. To check out their schedule, go to Center of Life.
There's the run-up. A nice deep kick all the way into the end zone for the touchback. So the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Yet to get on the board. Thomas Johnson had a great opportunity with a 4th and 3 in the red zone. Couldn't convert. Turnover on downs. And the Cadets took the ball, drove all the way down the field, and put 7 on the board. Here come the Patriots now. Embry trying to draw on the hard count. Defense maintains discipline. Hand off to the back, straight ahead. Trying to juke through the line, not much there. Give him a yard on the carry. Two yards on the forward progress. I'll mark him at the 23 for 2nd and 8. Embry looks to the sideline for the play. He's got it now. Takes the snap, sticks it in the belly, leaves it there, and he is, I think we're going to get a face mask on that one, gentlemen. As the referee, side judge, looking right into the tackle, threw the flag at the tackler. And let's see what the call is. It's either holding or a face mask, one or the other. So the referees confer. Yellow flag on the ground. The call is personal foul, face mask, just what I thought it was. So that'll move the chains and bring the ball all the way out. To the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, Thomas Johnson. Embry looking over the defense now. 4-man rush. Thrown right into the chest of the defender, and he picks it Running down the left sideline, tackled from behind by Embry, the quarterback. And the Cadets have another interception. He threw it right into the chest of the D-back. They spot the ball on the the 17, where Robinson brings them out 1st and 10. With 4:22 to go in the half, they enjoy Frederick a 28-point lead. Toss on the jet sweep around the right side. Defenders collapse on it, nothing there. Drag down number 71 on the tackle. Ball on the 18-yard line now. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Robinson hands off to the deep back, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, quick little out pattern, hits the receiver, and the receiver falls forward for 1st down yardage as they spot the ball at the 7-yard line. 13-yard gain on the play. And Frederick using that passing attack out of the gun. Good execution on the fake handoff by Robinson as he spins counterclockwise and rolls out to the left side, stops with a quick little throw out in the flat, and the reception. Here come the Cadets again. Handoff to the deep back, met in the backfield and tackled and dropped. Good pursuit, good play by the interior lineman. Number 74 on the tackle, Isaiah Young for the Patriots. And a loss on the play puts the ball back on the 10-yard line where it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10. Cadets looking to the far side for the signal call. They have it now. Quickly out to the line of scrimmage. Robinson takes the ball, hands off the right tackle, driving all the way down to the 2-yard line. Good power run out of the gun. The Cadets will have 3rd and 2. Forward progress, they mark him at the 1, so it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, same play, handoff, following his blockers, straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Frederick. So an extra point will put us into a running clock for the second half with a 34-0 lead here at Frederick High School at the 1:44 mark of the second quarter. And it looks like, yes, they're going to kick. The left-footed kicker is out there ready to go. Extra point attempt, snap the set. The kick is down. The kick is low, and it squirts right through the up bar for a 35-0 1-point kick. And we'll step aside.
say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things. Do you love going on a cruise, or have you always dreamt on going on the cruise vacation of your life? With dozens of cruise companies, who do you call to find the right vacation and deal?
Little onside kick by Frederick, recovered by the Patriots at the 49-yard line. So Emory has a minute 40 to work with to try to get on the board and erase that goose egg. Hand off to the left back. Patient, running up the middle, looking for some openings. 1 yard carry. Spotted right at midfield stripe on the F for Frederick. The two sabers across the F, their logo. Call it 2nd and 9. Again, off the right side on the run, into the second level, falls ahead about 6 yards on the carry, give him 7 on the mark. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable as they spot it at the 43-yard line. Timeout, Thomas Johnson. That'll give us a chance to take a break. We'll be right back.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
All right, time has been called. Both teams are back out on the field. 55 seconds to go in the half. Frederick leads it 35-0. Thomas Johnson has a 3rd and 1 on the 42-yard line, and they're ready. Embry fakes a handoff, got the man on the fly pattern down the sideline. It's caught. He pulls it in all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the clock stops. Nope, the clock is running. Now they call timeout to get the chains moved and everybody back in place. Clock is running now as they set down to 40 seconds. Looking left. He wants to throw. Got a man, and he throws it away. Good coverage by the defense. That stops the clock at 31 seconds and brings up a 2nd and goal from the 7. Frederick shuttle in and a fresh lineman. Embry has the play. TJ steps up. Embry straight drop, looking to his right. Lets it go. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Thomas Johnson. So they finally get in the end zone on the 25-second mark of the first half. Here in the second quarter, they erase that big giant 0 up on the scoreboard. And it says 6 now, and let's see if they can make it 7. As the extra point kicking team comes out on the field. Number 2, Bagwell, the kicker, and now timeout called by Thomas Johnson, and I'm not sure. They might not have had enough men on the field, or maybe too many. Yeah, I I'm looking to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, too many men on the field. Number 35 comes off the field. The coaches caught that, and before they could get the penalty, they called timeout to save the extra point. Wise move by Coach Ahern, a veteran of high school football. So now they're ready, the extra point team back out there with the right amount of people. Bagwell lines up his kick. Right-footed kicker. There's a snap to set. The kick is up, and it's a beauty. Right through the uprights. And TJ puts 7 up on the board. With 25 seconds to go in the half, they'll kick off to the Cadets for their first kickoff of the afternoon that after a score. Be right back.
For over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, the Thomas Johnson Patriots finally get on the board here on a nice 40-yard catch and run down to the 8-yard line, and they punch it in from there. And they've got 7 points now. With 25 seconds to go in the half, there's a run-up and the kickoff. Taking it to 20, out to the 30, 40, 45, 50, still on his feet, and into Thomas Johnson territory, dragged down at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Cadets in great field possession, but only 17 seconds to work with here. Let's see what Coach Caden wants to do. Whether they'll just take it to the dressing room with a 35-7 lead or take one more shot. Here they come. Spread formation in the gun. Robinson. Straight drop. They're going to go for it. Robinson scrambles up, throws it out, and it drops incomplete and stops the clock at 11 seconds. So time for maybe 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd and 10 at the 48 for the Cadets. So the Cadets not taking their foot off the gas pedal. Robinson goes grip and rip, but can't convert as the receiver went up and tried to make a spectacular athletic catch. Couldn't bring it in. Here we go again. Robinson looking. Right over the middle, got a man on a quick slant, trying to get out of bounds, and he does. 1st down yardage. Good 12-yard catch and run on the crosser over the middle. Takes the clock down to 4 seconds, and we'll have time for one more play before we head to the dressing room for the halftime. And now both teams huddle up. Timeout on the field. Starting to see a little cloud cover moving in there. We're expecting a little bit of moisture there early in the week. We'll get you a weather report during the halftime break, get you caught up on all the news going on around the country and the state and right here in Frederick County. Cool Oldies 1450 bringing you Fox News, Maryland State News Network, and local news produced by our fabulous news team on Radio Lane in Thurmont. Here we go. Frederick is ready. Again, out of the gun, Robinson. Two-step drop, looking. Lets it go. There's the fly pattern. Jump ball, and it's batted down by the defenders. It falls incomplete, and time expires here. And the Cadets will take a 35-7 lead into the dressing room. But the Patriots have something to talk about as they head in on a nice, pretty drive that put 7 on the board on their end and erased what looked like was going to be a running clock for the second half. We'll take a break here, catch our breath, and be back for some more exciting high school football here on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
Country Kitchen. One recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small-town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thurmont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thurmont Country Kitchen. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
A new World Series champion will be crowned Saturday night after the LA Dodgers defeated the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1 in Game 6 Friday night.
The Blue Jays had a man on second and third with no outs in the ninth inning. The Dodgers starting pitcher Tyler Glasnow came out of the bullpen and got the final 3 outs. The Fall Classic will now be decided Saturday night.
Fox's Joe Morgan. Trade talks are still off between the U.S. and Canada after President Trump recently criticized the Canadian ad featuring Ronald Reagan criticizing tariffs. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says he's building new trade relationships.
That's what we're doing to build our strength at home first and foremost, build these partnerships abroad, reduce our reliance on the United States. It can't happen overnight, but we're moving very fast.
Carney apologized to the president for the ad. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm John Schaefer. One of the drivers charged in 2023's deadly Beltway crash says she plans to plead guilty next week. Prosecutors say Lisa Lee's car collided with another vehicle in March 2023, sending it into a construction zone and killing 6 workers. Lee, who was seriously hurt herself, turned herself in months later. She told a judge today she'll plead guilty to 6 counts of negligent manslaughter. Under the deal, she faces a total of 10 years in prison, with much of that time suspended. Baltimore County Executive Kathy Klossmeyer says the county is setting aside $4 million to help residents and federal workers struggling during the government shutdown. The money will go toward food assistance for families relying on SNAP benefits, which are set to be suspended in Maryland starting November 1st. County officials say the goal is to make sure no one is left without access to food. The Ocean City tram accident that killed a child has now been settled. Wanarango explains.
Ocean City has agreed to pay $400,000 to settle all claims from last year's tragic boardwalk tram crash that killed a young child. The August 2024 accident led to the permanent suspension of the 60-year-old tram service. Officials say the payment doesn't admit fault, but avoids further litigation. Police found several safety and licensing issues during the investigation, prompting the city to end tram operations permanently.
The NFL is fining the Baltimore Ravens $100,000 for misreporting Lamar Jackson's practice status on October 24th. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports the league ruled it was negligence, not an attempt to gain an advantage. The Ravens say they cooperated fully and won't appeal, adding they've taken steps to prevent future mistakes. And as daylight saving time ends and standard time begins on Sunday, fire departments across Maryland are urging residents to check and replace batteries in smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. I'm John Schaefer with the Maryland News Network.
Here's your local news for the Cool Oldies 1450 listening area. A water main break in Emmitsburg has prompted town officials to hold a special town meeting with residents on Wednesday, November the 5th at the Vigilant Hose Activities Building on Creamery Road at 6:30 p.m. Mayor Davis said the town will answer questions about a water main break that lost more than 300,000 gallons of water and left residents without water last Thursday. Water use has been an ongoing issue in Emmitsburg, and this latest disaster has left residents wondering if the town has managed the system properly and planned for contingencies. The town said they plan to replace the damaged water main with a larger one. In other news, earlier this year, we reported an incident in Walkersville where a man tried to kidnap two young girls. 55-year-old Gary Lee Plummer has entered an Alford plea to charges of attempted abduction of a child under 12 and driving under the influence as a result of his arrest in a traffic stop on April 30th. An Alford plea is not an admission of guilt, but is an admission that the prosecution has enough evidence to convict. And so the defendant enters a guilty plea. Keep it tuned right here for late-breaking news. Weather and traffic on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
Here's the Cool Oldies 1450 AM forecast. As we kick off the weekend and the month of November, we'll have a sunny Saturday. Our high 61 with winds to 20 miles an hour. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low 39. Sunday should be mostly sunny. Our high 62. It'll be partly cloudy and milder Sunday night with a low 41. We'll have a mostly sunny Monday to kick off the week with a high of 61. Tuesday, sunny skies continue. Again, our high 61. The high for today, 61. And from the Cool Oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm Rod Tanner.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
2 a.m. this Sunday, we're going back in time.
Way back in time.
No, just an hour when you go to bed Saturday night.
The Time Machine.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you. Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this important message.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
I want to tell you about a hidden gem on the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin has the brands you love at a fraction of the price. You'll discover something new every time you go there. It's like stumbling over a gold mine on the Golden Mile. See what your friends are saying about Bargain Bin on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bargain Bin, the secret is out. Shopping has never been easier, more fun, and more affordable. Bargain Bin is a proud sponsor of the Timinator mid-morning weekdays from 9 to noon.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Catoctin Mountain Massage is a very special sanctuary nestled among the mountains of northern Frederick County. It is a collaboration of people who care about your well-being, both physically and emotionally. Massage, healing arts, aromatherapy, and yoga. Catoctin Mountain Massage can transform your daily life. Stressed out, chronic pain, injury, Catoctin Mountain Massage understands you and your needs. Catoctin Mountain Massage is looking for trained therapists in the healing arts. If you care about people like we do, we would love to have you join our team. Just contact us on our website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's catoctinmtnmassage.com. And don't forget, Colorfest is just around the corner. And Catoctin Mountain Massage invites you to stop by and check out our Mountain Apothecary retail shop and meet our team. Located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont, Catoctin Mountain Massage, people who care.
Cool Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
Good morning. This is Julio Flores. The Ravens have won back-to-back games for the first time this season. Baltimore blew out the Miami Dolphins 28-6 on the road. Lamar Jackson threw for 206 yards and 4 touchdowns in his first action since September 28th due to a hamstring injury. Mark Andrews caught 2 touchdowns while Rashad Bateman and Charlie Kolar had 1 each. The Ravens are now 3-5 on the year. The Commanders will be back in prime time this weekend. Washington will host the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday night. Kicker Matt Gay and offensive lineman Laramie Tunzel were upgraded to limited participants in practice after missing Wednesday's session. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin did not practice and has already been ruled out of the matchup. The Wizards dropped their 3rd game in a row. Washington lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder 127-108 on the road. C.J. McCollum scored a team-high 19 points with a setback, while Bilal Koulibaly had 16 points and 8 rebounds in his first action of the season. And that's sports. I'm Lou Flores on the Maryland News Network.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains September 19th through the 24th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp.
Timeout.
together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Thermont Country Kitchen, home cooking in a down-home atmosphere. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats at Thermont Country Kitchen, conveniently located just off Route 15 on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Stop by today and check out their mouth-watering chicken and waffles or one of their signature sandwiches piled high with fabulous fixins. And don't forget their legendary roasted chicken. Thermont Country Kitchen. Let owners Rob and Sherry cook you a meal you won't soon forget. Thermont Country Kitchen. We put the K in country because that's our style.
FDA should revoke new generic abortion pill. This is Matt Staver with Freedom's Call. The Food and Drug Administration recently approved a new generic version of the dangerous abortion pill that could increase unborn babies killed as well as medical complications for women. The FDA quietly approved Evita Solutions LLC's generic version of mifepristone in September 2025, despite previously pledging to thoroughly review the drug's safety. A recent special report by Liberty Counsel Action provides an analysis regarding the environmental impact of the abortion pill mifepristone. The Abortion in Our Water report shows that the drug not only adversely affects 1 in 10 women with severe side effects, but chemical abortions contribute to 30 to 40 tons of hazardous medical waste being flushed into the water systems. Stay informed by going to the website abortioninourwater.org, abortioninourwater.org.
All right, welcome back. We're here live at Frederick High School where the ball is teed up for the second half. There's a run-up and the kickoff to Thomas Johnson. Taken at the 20, out to the 25, and dropped at the 30. The Patriots will take over 1st and 10 for their first possession of this second half here. Cadets leading 35-7, if you just joined us. Randy Embry, the senior quarterback for the Cadets. The right end almost jumped offside, but he didn't get in the neutral zone and was able to get back. Quick little shot screen, flies through the fingertips of the outstretched receiver, DeVay Ambush. Incomplete. A little too much heat on that ball. Yeah. Thomas Johnson going at tempo. Pump fake. And then a quick hitter over the middle. It's caught. Stiff arms one tackler. Still on his feet. A foot race down the left sideline. Pushed out of bounds all the way down to the 25-yard line in Frederick territory. 1st and 10. Thomas Johnson. Let's see where the spot is. Looks like they're going to spot him on the 26. Call it the 27. Thomas Johnson waiting for the signal from the sidelines. They have it. Embry moves his halfback to the right side, hip pocket, fakes the handoff, steps back, got some pressure, has to scramble, and he's going to get sacked. Elijah Owusu Bempa on the sack. The senior defensive lineman for the Cadets. Loss of 5 on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 15 for Thomas Johnson. Again, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right. He's got a man in the open zone and immediately dropped after the catch. But they get a lot of that back on that quick little crosser. As Embry brings him out. 3 receivers to the wide side. Hand off to the back. Cuts left. Follows his blockers. Still on his feet. Driving. And all the way down to the 12-yard line. Close to the marker. And they move the chains. First down, Thomas Johnson. Here we go. TJ with a nice looking drive there to finish out the second quarter of the first half. Embry, quick little out pattern, caught and falls down after a yard gain. Couldn't maintain his footing because the pass was too far out of their outreach of the wide receiver on the right side. It was running a little out pattern, just a 2-yard out pattern. We'll call it 2nd and 10 for TJ. Embry in the gun. Hands off to the back. Got a little bit of an opening into the linebacker level where he stopped at the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for TJ. I thought that receiver moved a little early on the snap there on the far side, but no flag as Thomas Johnson calls timeout. We'll step aside for our timeout, and we'll be right back.
Operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, we are back live. Quickly out on the field until the line of scrimmage go the Patriots. 3rd and 5. Handoff straight ahead. Bouncing outside. Number 2 shakes one tackle off and drives all the way down to the 7-yard line. Looks like it might be enough. It is. So they drop the markers on the far side. That means it's going to be 1st and goal. And a pretty drive here to start out the 3rd quarter for Thomas Johnson. With the ball on the 1-yard line. Straight ahead they go and into the end zone. Touchdown, Thomas Johnson. So TJ comes out of the locker room with a pretty drive to put one up on the board. Their 2nd score of the game. As the kicking team, extra point unit comes out, led by Bagwell. The snap, the kick is up, and he splits the uprights, and Thomas Johnson puts 14 up on the board here to start out the third quarter. We'll be right back for another kickoff.
Or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault. On the go, on the radio, on your mobile device. Listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
All right, we're back here live where the ball is teed up. On the 40-yard line, Thomas Johnson kicking off right to left on your radio dial. Squib kick taken up the middle. Good hands on the front line there for the receiving team as he catches it on a line drive into the gut and barrels ahead for an 8-yard return into TJ territory. Great field position for the Cadets to start out. The ball spotted on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Frederick. Wind has died down a little bit since we started. Flags are still moving around out there. Wind blowing out of the west. This field stretches north and south. So that's across the field. High snap. Robinson pulls it down. Hands off. Wide open. Second level. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All the way down and into the end zone. Oh my goodness. A 47-yard scamper and touchdown on the first play from scrimmage in the third quarter for the Frederick Cadets. And just that quickly they answer back from that pretty drive that Thomas Johnson came up with. And take it all the way down the field to score. And now their kicking team comes out on the field for their extra point attempt. .41 points, trying to stretch it to 42, and they do. 42-14, Frederick. Here at the 8:26 mark of the third quarter at Frederick High School. A lot of kickoffs here today. We're going to have another one right after this.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
All right, they line it up quickly and kick off downfield where it's taken at the 20, out to the 25. Oh, the ball's out! Contact spit the ball out and right into the arms of Frederick. And another turnover by the Patriots gives the ball right back to Frederick, and that was on that hit. As the receiver cut left, he kept the ball on his inside arm, didn't move it to the outside, and when that kicking team cover came barreling in and hit him right on the ball, that ball just squirted out like a potato, like a hot potato, and right into the arms of one of the Frederick Cadets who's kneeled down and covered. Robinson in the pistol. Hand off to the deep back, pulls it back in. Boy, he didn't want to let that ball go, but the running back took it away from him, and rightly so, because he just spun around, twisted, drove, spun around again, and went ahead for 12-yard gain all the way down to the 22-yard line, and that'll move the chains. So it looked like Robinson wanted to pull that ball out, but the running back had a lock on it and wouldn't let him. So the read option, not really an option, huh? Here we go. Robinson sets his team, takes a snap. This time he pulls it out, doesn't even stick it in there. He pulls it out, and he scampers around the left end and runs ahead for about 9. So Robinson says, I'm not having any of that. He didn't barely even put that ball in the basket. He just stuck it in there, made it look like faked the handoff, more or less. Ran around the left side, and he got 9. So second and short, low snap, quick pass to the outside, caught, first down yardage, and then some, dragged out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Cadets. Cadets making it look easy at this point. A score here would put us back into a running clock. High snap, straight ahead they go on the run, following his blockers all the way down to the 5-1. Let's see, wait for the, no mark yet. We've got an injured player down, getting up slowly. The official blows a dead timeout. The injured player sits up now. Let's see. So the trainers come out on the field to help him. We'll step aside and hear from our injury timeout specialist, Amber Treatment Center.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all.
All right. Player got up and jogged off on his own power. And we're back in business here. Frederick has the ball, first and goal. From the 3, straight ahead goes the rugby scrum. Pushing the pile, pushing. Touchdown, Frederick. They're in. So they just go power up the middle, using pure gut. Force the ball in. So let's see. I'm not sure why the... Okay, so they go for the 2-point conversion, and they get the 2-point and move it out to 50-14 to force a running clock here in this second half. Frederick tees the ball up. There's the run up and the kick. Taken at the 10, bobbled, picks it back up, bobbles it again. The ball's loose. I think Frederick got it. Unbelievable. Frederick got that ball. The receiver bobbled it, picked it up, bobbled it again, and dropped it right in to the ground in front of him. And by that time, the kicking team had caught up to him, and they fell on the ball and recovered on the 15-yard line, and another player is down. So TJ comes out of the dressing room with an impressive drive to put another 7 up on the board to narrow the lead erasing that 35-point deficit in the first half with a good drive at the end of the second quarter. And now back-to-back turnovers have given Frederick a 50-14 lead. And we're back in an injury timeout again. We'll be right back.
Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com.
Wow.
Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
So the injured player was the receiver who bobbled the ball, and he got slobber knocked trying to recover that. That'll bring Frederick back out on the field now as they've got him off. So he limped off here to the near side, and Frederick has the ball. 1st and 10 from the 15 as they run off left tackle, following his blockers into the second level, and he walks untouched into the end zone. So a 15-yard run on the counter, and Frederick puts another 6 up on the board. So let's see what they do with the... They're going for the 2-point conversion now. And they go with the refrigerator up the middle. We're speaking of the old Chicago Bear, Perry, Refrigerator Perry. The big, huge lineman takes the ball and walks into the end zone. And that gives them a 62, bad math. 62-14 lead here at the 4:49 mark, and we're still in the third quarter, but obviously we have a running clock. We'll be right back for another kickoff.
An important message.
It has to do with time.
Right. Daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. this Sunday. Fall back 1 hour.
On the go, on the radio, on your mobile device. Listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
All right, we're back. Ball is teed up. Frederick's going to kick it off once again. Waiting for the signal from the umpire. Now the referees confer at the 50-yard line. They huddle up for a second. See what the discussion is. 6 turnovers in this game. Not the way you want to go into the playoffs. A lot of penalties, too, so coaches will have to go over the film with their teams and clean this one up, or it'll be one and done next week. Here we go. Here's the run-up. High, deep, end-over-end kick, taken at the 5, out to the 10, 15, stops, jump cut 20, and falls forward to the 21. So the Patriots offense back out onto the field. First and 10 on their own 21. Embry adjusts his helmet, looks over his wide receivers, both sides, left and right. Now he leans in. They have that clap to try to draw the defense off, and then they look to the sideline for the call, and there's the call. A slot screen immediately tackled and dropped, 1 yard gain. Little button hook there at the 1 yard marker, trying to get that defender to play off. The read is on the safety. If he's playing off, that little button hook's going to be very effective, but he played it just right, and it was only a 2 yard gain. Handoff to the back, straight ahead, pushing the pile, 2 yards on the carry. Forward progress marked at the 27 yard line. Third and 4 for the Pats. Spread formation in the gun. Embry. Straight drop. Scrambles to his right now. Lets it go. Got a man wide open down the field. It's going to be a foot race. 2 defenders to beat. He drifts to his left and he's tackled at the 10. Couldn't outrun those D-backs. And he comes up limping, but he shakes it off. And a beautiful catch and run. Embry, who fooled the defense by looking like he was going to pass to his left, flipped around, drifted to his right, and hit the receiver on the fly pattern down the right side. Up the middle, handoff into the second level, and walks into the end zone for a Patriots touchdown with 1:10 to go in the third. Thomas Johnson gets back on the board. So an explosive offensive performance here today by both teams. It was 78 points up there so far. Starting to look like a bit of a horse race. Kicking unit is ready. One player short, so they shuttle somebody out quickly onto the field. He sets up at the left wing. There's a snap to set. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And that means we've got a 58-21 game here. It looks like they're going to let the quarter run out as the clock is still running. Of course, it's a running clock, so they'll only stop for official timeouts and injuries. And we'll change ends of the field. There it is. You hear the marker. All right, we'll be right back for another kickoff.
Local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
There's the run-up, and the kickoff taken by Frederick. Pushing ahead all the way to midfield and dropped at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Cadets in TJ territory. .11:44 to go in the game with the clock running. A running clock occurs when one team has more than 35 points. 35 or more, I should say, in the game. The clock will only stop for timeouts and injuries as the Cadets come out. In the gun, Robinson. Hands off to the back off the right side. Puts his hand on the back of his blockers and follows them straight ahead for 4 yards. Give him 5 on the forward progress. Ball's on the 44 now. Robinson steps up under center, changes the play, and now back into the gun as he fakes the handoff, gives it to him, and he goes around the right side for a first down. So good play fake by Robinson as he looks like he's keeping it to the left, but he actually gave it to the back who ran around the right side and was driven out of bounds on the far side of the field at the 37-yard line. Mark at 38. 1st and 10 Cadets. Frederick taking their time, working on that clock now. The clock is their friend. Robinson, handoff around the left side, pulls it in on the read option, fakes it, runs down the right side and out of bounds on the far side after a 15-yard gain. Miles Robinson. And now we've got a late flag on sportsmanlike is going to be, comes out right at the line, original line of scrimmage. And I believe that might go against Frederick. Let's see the official call. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Frederick. And they'll mark that one off. That'll negate that beautiful run by Robinson. Undisciplined penalty there for the Cadets. Marks the ball all the way back to the 38 now. Where the Cadets come out to the line of scrimmage in the pistol. 1st and 25. Slot screen to the right side. Pulls it down and drives back a little shy of the original line of scrimmage. Give him about 12 on the carry. Let's see where the spot of the ball is at the 18 now. No, that's the... Having a hard time seeing it now. 28-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Quick little bubble screen to the near side. Breaks one tackle, but then falls down on the cut. And they lost yardage on that one. Ball's now sitting right on the 36, 31 yard line. First and 19, excuse me, not first. The clock's wrong. The scoreboard's wrong. It's 3rd and 19. Low snap. He has to pick it up, hand off quickly, and they get a couple.
The ball carrier. They have 2 on the run. Brings up 4 down to the Cadets.
So that'll bring up the ball on the 27-yard line. 4th and 16. Number 15. Oh, he gets sacked hard. So the second quarterback in, Nicholas Stewart, number 15, in for Robinson, sets up to pass, but the interior rush gets to him quickly, and he's sacked hard, and there's a turnover on downs with the ball at the 37-yard line, where the Patriots will take over 1st and 10. Clock under 6 minutes now to go in this game. TJ got the play from the sidelines. They settle into the line of scrimmage. Straight drop. Embry pulls it down, scrambles, wants to pass, changes his mind as he gets wrapped up and dropped. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 35-yard line, give him 1 on the carry. 2nd and 9. For the Patriots. Embry, empty backfield. No, he has a back on his left hip pocket. Straight drop, wants to pass. Got a rush from the edge. Got a man wide open right down the middle. It's going to be a foot race to the end zone. And the Patriots score again. So a beautiful pattern down the middle. A post pattern by that right end. And the tight end pulls down. For a 70-yard score. And Thomas Johnson back on the board. Will kick the extra point now to try to make it 28. Erasing that 35-point lead. Potentially with this score. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So that takes away the running clock by dropping the lead to 30, but there's only 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the game. And Thomas Johnson will have to kick off to the Frederick Cadets once again. Exciting game this turned into. Looked like it was going to be all Frederick in the first quarter. And up until the end of the second quarter, TJ battled back to put 7 on the board. Then on their opening possession of the third quarter, TJ rang up 14, but Frederick kept pressing and scoring, especially on a couple of turnover opportunities. They put points up on each of them and stretched the lead out to 58-14. But now, TJ has erased that 35-point running clock, and they kick off. Onside kick, and TJ's indicating they got it. Let's see. No official. Yes! Thomas Johnson recovers on the onside kick. Gutsy call. Good execution by the special teams unit. Now we've got a discussion out on the field. I don't know what it is, but all the players are getting involved as the referees walk away to get their own private huddle up. I believe they're probably discussing whether the ball went far enough or not. That would be my guess about the conversation. Here we go. It is Thomas Johnson ball. It went far enough, and they executed the onside kick perfectly. So a big play by the TJ special teams. And Thomas Johnson has the ball back. 1st and 10 on the Frederick 49-yard line as Emery barks out the signals. Handoff, fakes it, going deep, got a man open on the slant, and it's caught over the middle. He evades one tackler, and now he's dropped at the 20. So a 30-yard catch and run down to the 20. Thomas Johnson looking for the call from the sidelines. They have it now. Embry looks over the defense. Wants to pass, looking, got a man on the slant. Caught, number 25, drags, lifts, and into the end zone. Another touchdown by Thomas Johnson Patriots. And boy, we've got a horse race here in the second half of this game. At the 4:03 mark of the fourth quarter, TJ kicks the extra point. It's up, and it is good. And now Thomas Johnson has jumped out to 35 points, but it's a 58-35 game. Hard to believe it. Well, we got 93 points scored in this game at this moment in time. Wow. We'll be right back.
And it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane. And you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes.
Well, kickoffs are exciting here at Frederick High School as the ball is spotted on the 40, and Thomas Johnson, who just executed an onside kick and a score, tries another one, but this time the hands team up front just leaps on the ball and smothers it and brings it down, and we've got a flag. A Frederick player lost his helmet, rolls over on his back, and we've got a flag and a timeout on the field as the coaches run out to the field, and they're not happy with what they just saw. So they're clearing the field now. The Boo Birds are out in the crowd. Let's see what the official call is right here. So the head referee is coming over here to talk to Coach Ahern. Then he stops and goes back to huddle up with the referees, and the game's starting to get a little chippy. It looked inadvertent. It didn't look like the contact. You know, when you got an onside kick, there's nothing but mayhem going on out there, and it's a violent collision. And things like this can happen in high school football. So let's hope that player's okay. As the referees are all talking, all 5 of them huddled up at the midfield stripe there talking it over. There's a flag. As you can see, there's a flag sitting down about the 43-yard line on the ground. And now the player is up, and the crowd gives him a round of applause. And the head referee goes over. The head official's checking on him. And now let's see. Let's see if we can get an explanation. He's explaining it to Coach Caden right now, that being he being the head official. Let's see if we can get an explanation here soon so we can sort this one out. It is Frederick ball, and I believe the line of scrimmage will be the TJ 49, but that may change depending on the penalty. We'll just have to wait and see. There may be some options that he's discussing. I don't see multiple flags, but still having the discussion as Coach Caden walks away from the official. He tries to keep up with him, the official, and now here he comes. He's going to give us the call. No, he's not. He's going to come over here and he's going to talk to Coach Ahern on the near side now. They mark off the penalty, which is a personal foul penalty against TJ, moving the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line as they still talk. I'm wondering if this might cause an ejection to occur. We don't know yet. Personal foul, Thomas Johnson is the official call. First down, Frederick. So at the 4-minute mark of this game, Frederick leads at 58-35. They have the ball and a first down in TJ territory. We're no longer in a running clock here. Snap, the handoff around the right side. Tackled from behind. Number 7 on the carry. Naz Jones. Miles Robinson back into the game now. Starting quarterback. Ball sitting on the 35-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Cadets. In the pistol, Robinson, low snap, picks it up, fakes a handoff, keeps the ball, changes direction, gets off the right side, immediately met by a couple of white jerseys and tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Give him 2 on the forward progress. They mark him at the 34. So we're going to call that 3rd and 7 for the Cadets. The ball's on the 33-yard line on the far hash mark. Here comes Frederick. Robinson, empty backfield. Takes the snap, straight drop, good snap, lets it go. Caught on the far side, driven to the marker, and out of bounds after a first down. Ball sitting on the 24-yard line. First and 10, Cadets. Quick little slot screen, caught, driving ahead, give him a couple, about 5 yards on the pass. They mark him at the 15. Nine yards on the reception. It's enough for the first down. Frederick has it first and 10 from the 15. Low snap. Robinson has to pick it up and run with it. And a wise decision as he takes it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the run. That one was trapped on the turf, and he had to wrap his hands around and get it up and just take off. All the timing was gone for that one, but he made something out of nothing. So first and 6, we'll call it, from the 6. As we have a timeout on the field, both teams wanting to talk this one over. What a scoring game this has been. 93 points up on the board. A defensive coordinator's nightmare. Minute 14 to go, and the Cadets are threatening to go over the 60-point mark. Power pistol, bad toss. He reverses field, comes back the other way, and it works because he walks into the end zone untouched. And that was just a busted play with which is a good sense of where he was and what he was doing, that running back. Wise decision to reverse field. As all the pursuit was headed to the right, he did a counter to the left and ran into the end zone untouched at the 1:08 mark of the fourth quarter. And the Cadets was 64 up, called timeout. The timeout on the field, we'll take one too.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater, becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the...
All right, we're back. Frederick has the ball. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion with the refrigerator. He does not get it. So the score, we were hoping we were going to break the 100-point mark, but we don't. They're unable to convert on the 2-point conversion, so the score remains 64-35 with 99 points up on the board here, and another kickoff ensuing. What a game this has been. A running clock, and then a canceled running clock. And then a TJ onside converts to a score. Lots of penalties. Lots of turnovers. A statistician's dream this game has been. Statistician's dream. Frederick tees the ball up on their own 40. Let's see what kind of magic they'll come up with. These kickoffs have been an exercise in delight here. they kick it away. Just a short little squib, taking it to 32, and immediately breaks a tackle, driven out of bounds at the far side at the 34. 1st and 10, Thomas Johnson. Clock stopped at 1:02. A wild game here tonight. While I got a second, I want to alert you to the point standings. For the 2A, 1A, Middletown will host South Carroll next Friday. Walkersville headed to Century in Sykesville in that 2A, 1A, which has been resolved. Couple more to be decided. Urbana with the top seed in the 4A, 3A. Linganore top seed in the 3A. Oakdale in the number 2 position in the 3A. Frederick County looking good. Here we go. Emory in the gun. Hands off to number 2, straight ahead. Number 7 stops him, and the whole team tackles him. Out to the 37-yard line. Gain of 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8 for the Pats. Clock down to 30 seconds. Embry fakes the handoff, drops, wants to throw, has to scramble to his right, and then he pulls it down and runs for the marker out of bounds, and he gets it. 1st down yardage right at the midfield stripe. He steps out just shy of it, moves the chain, stops the clock at 21 seconds, and preserves the possession. And now I believe we've got another player down. An injury timeout again on the field. It's a Frederick player. The trainer rolls him over. And that means we'll take an injury timeout.
Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
I want to tell you about a hidden gem on the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin has the brands you love at a fraction of the price. You'll discover something new every time you go there. It's like stumbling over a gold mine on the Golden Mile. See what your friends are saying about Bargain Bin on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bargain Bin, the secret is out. Shopping has never been easier, more fun, and more affordable. Bargain Bin is a proud sponsor of the Timinator mid-morning weekdays from 9 to noon.
All right, Luis Santiago, the injured player, is up and walking off on his own steam. You do not want to see a player like that lost as you head into the playoffs, especially with a game like this out of hand. You want to protect your players and make sure there's no injuries. As the Patriots straight drop, looking for the alley-oop. Not there, has to scramble, caught from behind, and the whistle is blown, the sack, and the clock continues to run. That'll be it. So Frederick, in a race, a horse race, has pulled out the win 64-35, 99 points up on the scoreboard. The Cadets get the W. And both these teams move into the playoffs next week, finishing a great special edition Saturday game here at Frederick High School. What a game it was. Like I said, a statistician's dream. We had every category of every part of the score sheet filled out in this one. Amazing. All right. Both teams meet at midfield, exchange good luck to each other for the playoffs and good wishes. These two schools adjacent to each other in Frederick, Maryland, downtown Frederick, providing good sportsmanship and a good game. We'll move on to the playoffs. Just check out our sports broadcast schedule of WTHUradio.com and FredcoSports.com. We'll tell you where we're headed for our first opening game of the playoffs next Friday evening. Should be a good one. Frederick County's got a lot of good teams in the mix, and somebody's going to be heading back. Right now, the horse you want to ride on is Linganore. Linganore in the top 10 of the whole state of Maryland, and looking like they're ready to make a return to the Naval Academy. But the one thing is about the playoffs is they're unpredictable, and it's one and done, and anything can happen. So that's the exciting, fun part of it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this game, this special edition. We preempted Muscles of Soul. He'll be back, Gene Reed, with all his great music next week. And we thank you for tuning in here at Frederick High School. Our thanks to Kavette Hammond, the athletic director, for giving us the opportunity to bring you this game. Have a great weekend.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.